Welcome to our estate sale on East James Road in Compton Junction, just north of Nevada, Missouri. My name's Amanda. Come take a tour with me. All right, we're gonna start our tour in the garage. This garage door will be open and one of the ways we can access the house this weekend. The mower will be outside and we will have a few other tools and stuff that we've got to pull out of sheds that will be sitting just outside here, but those will be pretty noticeable the day of. All right, we're gonna start over here on our east side of the garage. We're gonna have some hand tools, rake, shovels. We got a couple of aluminum ladders. Get around the mower. Several extension cords. And here is where we have our new in the box sprayer. We did open it so you could take a peek, but she is brand new, never been used. We do have a few items hanging on the wall in this garage. All of those are going to be for sale. Have more yard tools, some cleaners and supplements and garden goodies. These shelves have a lot more of the same. So anything from bug spray to car cleaners to oils and things like that. All of these will be available for purchase. Do have a big drink cooler. And this is not actually what's in this. This is filters for the house. I'll have a sign on that a little better the day of the sale. But I do have a couple of floor jacks I thought I would point out. We uncovered those the other day. Again, I have items on the wall. We have a lot more chairs. As stuff sells, if these are still here, we'll start working on getting those down. But for now, they're on the wall, so they're out of the way. This is where our hand truck is. A lot more tools. We'll walk down this wall or this table in just a minute. I'm gonna backtrack and go through this table real quick. This sale has a lot of tool sets that we uncovered. So we've kind of got those displayed so you can see them a little better. We do have a lot of power tools. We've gone through and charged batteries, made sure chargers and things are with items. Have a few coolers. We did uncover some solar lights. Got a couple of heaters out here. Few more small tools. Got a couple of hitches, things like that. And again, like I said, the mower will be setting outside, so you'll be able to get around these tables a little bit easier, but we're gonna wiggle around the mower. It's kind of dark from this side, but maybe I can show you a little bit better view from here. She runs good. They've been mowing with it every week, so. We do have keys. We'll be able to get her started up for you. This mower as well, the push mower, they bought that new this spring to kind of do some edge work around the property. It's running good. It'll be setting outside as well. Underneath the tables, I do have a lot of empty boxes. There are a few things for sale under tables. I'll kind of try and point those out. Boxes are available to kind of put items in as you're shopping or packing them out to your car when you're done shopping. Shop light. So again, we kind of looked on this side, but I wanted to point out that underneath this table is where we have our big 16-gallon Craftsman shop vac. I think that's about the only thing under this table. I do have a few knee pads, things like that. But we're gonna go back to this north wall. We did find a small pressure washer out in the shed the other day. And again, just lots and lots of tools. Some are loose, some are sets. If we had full sets, we did our best to put them together. Lots of crescent wrenches, pipe wrenches, some bolt cutters, levels. I'm gonna go up real quick. Again, guys, I do have more chairs and items up on the wall. These are all available for purchase as well. And then back here on this table, we put a lot of the sets we come across that are still new in the packages, never been opened. So lots of tools, could make good gifts if you're starting to do your shopping already. Another cooler. This is where we have our rolling tool cabinet. All of these hardware organizers and things will be for sale. You're more than welcome if you just need, a fitting. I have a lot of nice garden hose fittings and couplers and repair kits. If you just want items like that, you can purchase them like that. Or if you're interested in the whole organizer, let us know. It's all for sale. Here's our Black & Decker pack out type thing. Now we do have a few things on this back wall. Got some squares and a couple of saws and another wrench set. A few more toolboxes. I'm pretty sure we've got these emptied out. So you can look through those. Those are available for purchase. A few tools sitting here on this shelf. We did find an air tank, an air bubble. We do have a bench grinder, a 6-inch one. Again, we've been charging batteries. We'll make sure we have those all with tools when the sale opens. Did have a couple of creeper stools to roll around your shop in. Again, more organizers. You're more than welcome to look through them and find individual items you might be looking for, or they'll be available for purchase if you're interested in having an organizer. Here, let me back up, is where the big file safe sits. And then I will point out real quick before we go down the other table. This is the scooter that we had added really last minute. So if you know anyone in the market for one, we do have the ramp. It's not in here yet. We'll get it moved in here. We do have a hitch mount wheelchair ramp or scooter ramp that will hold that to tow it around to get it to town and things like that. That will be, I guess I can show, I thought I had this open. I think the wind closed it on me. But this is how we'll get to the house here in a minute. Back here I do have the bicycle rack. We uncovered that in the shed the other day. This goes in your hitch and it will hold 2 bicycles. But let me turn around. And we went down this table a while ago, so we're just gonna kind of look at this table and show you what we got. We kind of tried to sort some things. We've got a basket of gloves and glasses and straps and things like that. You do not have to buy a whole tub. We just kind of tried to put things together so it's a little easier to shop and look at. So there's a little bit of everything in here. A lot of these will be individual. If you find a whole set, we can probably make you a deal. We tried, like I said, to find complete sets if we had them. Like these. When we did find whole sets, we've got them bundled together, so you'll be able to buy them as a set. Found several tape measures, vintage and modern. Some sockets, some air tools and air hoses. Do have a leaf blower and it does work. We've been sweeping out the garage with it. Again, so here's several of our power tools. And these are what some of the batteries go to that we've been charging up. We do have an angle grinder. There's a lot of good tools in here, guys. And again, underneath this table is mostly boxes. We do have a few plastic totes. These will be for sale if you're interested. This was like a folding pop-out crate. Do have a bunch of electrical connectors. But yeah, that kind of gives you a rundown, a little bit of the garage. And like I said, there will be a few more tools and things that we'll have setting outside the day of sale. We just kind of have those tucked away, secured in a different shed right now. So there'll be a little bit more than what you see here. We're just still working on getting all of that out. So this is a garage where we came in, and as we come in here, this door will be open. This is how we access the house. This door will also be open. You can walk in. There are paver stones to kind of lead the way. If you're coming in with a walker, that might not be real feasible, so you may want to use the garage for access. So those will both be options. Let me get turned around though. This is kind of a breezeway between the house and the garage. And so this is where we have our patio furniture. Most of it is hanging out in here, so you can shop and look and test out. We're working on getting price tags on everything. And then this is kind of crazy right now. So we have a lot of items again out in the shed. We have some hose reels. We have, which you can see, the barbecue grill, things like that. So just outside this door, we will have several items, like we have a concrete bird bath, we have a garden bench, things like that. We'll be setting just right outside this back door. So we've started working on price tags. If it's not too windy like it is today, we'll try and have those tags on the item. Otherwise, they may be in here for purchase, but that's kind of that. We do have a couple of folding tables, card tables, and chairs sets that are in here. So again, this is where we came into the garage. And the wheelchair ramp is available for purchase. I don't think it would be too hard to get it out of here. It looks like you can access the screws pretty easy to take the railings off, and then we could probably tip this and pull it out the garage. So if someone's in the market and thought it would fit for their need, we are able to sell that at this time. I have several floor rugs that we've kind of hung. They're easy for display this way. You'll be able to see. We got some cute Christmas ones. And then here, let my camera adjust. Welcome to the house. This takes us into the kitchen, and we're just going to start this way and work our way around. We tried, again, to have everything up on tables as much as we could. In the kitchen, we do have a little bit of overflow on the floor. We have a box full of Rubbermaid plastic containers. There's a couple Tupperware pieces in there. And then this is a box of some hand towels and pot holders, things of that nature. And then we just have all kinds of good things on the tables. We have some roasters. We have several coffee pots in this sale. This one is new in the box, never been opened. We have lots of beautiful pottery pieces available in this one. I don't have a whole lot of wall art in this, like in the kitchen. We do throughout the house though, so on the walls, guys, there will be items as well. This rug, and I will print out a picture so you can see what it looks like completely, but we rolled it up so it doesn't get dirty and it's easier to carry out if you purchase it, but it's tucked in this corner. We do have 4 smaller bar stools available for purchase. And then we'll turn around to this corner. Again, guys, I had a little bit of canning jars that we overflowed on the floor. And then these 2 boxes go together. They're a china set. It's a really pretty piece. We just didn't get it all unwrapped, so you're more than welcome to kind of unwrap and look at those if you're interested. We just kept them wrapped for safekeeping. Kind of show you some of our crocks we had in here and canisters. All kinds of goodies. This beautiful lamp. Here's a really big Pyrex mixing cup. Some cute bird houses. I do have cookie cutters. So this bowl is full of plastic cookie cutters, and then I have one I'll show you in a little bit full of metal cookie cutters. Here we have several crock pots, and then this will lead into our Fiesta. Before I really show you that, I am going to turn back around. Try not to make you dizzy. So this is the door that we came in. We're kind of touring the kitchen. We'll go in the living room here in a minute. But I did just kind of want to get you your bearings. So straight in the door is where our KitchenAid is located. It comes with the splatter guard and several attachments. I have a couple of books. And then we did find, cleaning out the shed, a food grinder attachment. So that will actually be separate. You're more than welcome to purchase it if that's something you're after, or maybe someone just wants that for their KitchenAid. Again, underneath, this is the box to the KitchenAid. We did uncover it, so. And then these are just plastic totes. Again, under here, plastic totes, those will be available for purchase. We have a few skillets. These have never even been used. They still have all the packaging on them. Couple pans. So yeah, and we did uncover a couple of Royals and Chiefs mugs celebrating their victories. All of the floral arrangements throughout the house are available for purchase as well. Back here with the pots. Here is where we have a lot of our Rockdale crocks and canisters and pottery are hanging out here. All right, so now that you kind of got an idea there, and guys, we have got almost all the cabinets emptied out. I'll show you one cabinet we don't, which will have those doors open as well. But here is where we have our Fiesta ware. Each piece is available for purchase by itself. Everything should be priced. The only thing, I think the salt and pepper shaker actually go together, but we've sorted them by color. You're more than welcome to buy however you'd like. We weren't sure if people would just be after a certain color, so we have the blues here. I think they actually call this a periwinkle though. And then over here, we have our rose and berry colors. So, like I said, all the different items are in here in the kitchen, and I do have a coffee pot. So other than our coffee mugs and some of our cups, and we'll have this to where you can get into it a little bit better when the sale is open. But other than that, all the cabinets have been emptied out. We just have a whole lot of coffee mugs. Do have a few little goodies, some oils, essential oils, and things like that in the windowsill. Those will be available for purchase. So kind of get you your bearings. This is the door we came in. We've walked kind of around this. And guys, this house is going to be for sale. I'm pretty sure it's already on the market. So the dishwasher, the stove, the fridge, they stay with the property. We're not going to be able to sell those in this sale. Here we just have some things that come out of, the kitchen junk drawers, things like that. This little bitty TV is for sale. Here we have some of our knives. These will all be available individually, and then we do have 2 sets. We have a few skillets and pans on the stove. And then we did have some pantry items. So this might be fun to dig through. All of these will be for sale. And then here we kind of overflow into some of our single use or Rubbermaid containers overflowed into here. I do have a Tupperware piece. Again, some more pantry items. I had like a whole package of silverware and napkins. And the microwave is for sale as well, guys. So yeah, that'll kind of give you an idea of the kitchen. We're going to go ahead and make a loop this way into our laundry room. This is where our washer and dryer are located. These are both for sale. Again, we had another coffee pot, coffee maker. This one does look like it has been used, and we did throw an extra one in with that one. We have like a food processor. We have a big 30-cup coffee maker. This is where the smaller pressure cooker is. Kind of just show you another coffee pot. Here was a huge roll of foil we uncovered. There's some shelves and some trinkets. Let me back up just a minute. Again, we have, there's wall art pieces and decor hanging around throughout the rooms. Those are all for sale as well. Underneath here, I think we had more canning jars under here. I did find a couple of big cookers. Inside, they do have, valves and gauges. I'm just not sure, how they would test out. So those might need new seals and things like that. But the canners seem to be pretty good. I did have a box of cookbooks. All right, let's get turned back around. Again, all the greenery is for sale. We do have another table over here. I'll show you what's on top first. We did have a few utensils here and there kind of spread out through all the kitchen. I do have a butter bell. We had another nice stock pot. Here is a lot of our sheet pans. There's a couple of muffin tins in here. I do have a few cutting boards, some cake decorations. Looks like we've got some golf and some soccer. Do have a few. We have a pie keeper. We have a couple of thermal things for your casseroles. Now underneath we have a bunch of light bulbs. You may want to dig through and find ones that fit what you use. And we have some cleaners. And then here is like Ziploc bags and foil and parchment paper, things like that. And then over here, I did have a few drink coolers kind of tucked up in here. We found a couple of mats and I just really didn't have a really good way to display them. So for rolling out pie or things like that. So those are hanging back here on the drying or the sweater rack that'll be for sale as well. Up here we do have a Keurig in the box. It has been used, but it doesn't look like it's been used but a couple of times. We do have a couple of irons. And again, these have all been cleaned out as far as cabinets go. We've tried to get everything out so it's easier for you to shop. So I'm going to point out we came from the kitchen into the laundry room, and then this is a bathroom that we are going to leave the pocket doors open so we can just navigate. I don't have anything in here and it's not public use, but just for traffic flow, it's going to be a lot easier to be able to go through here. And then it takes us out into a hallway. And here's the living room. That's probably where we'll go real quick and finish out that direction. And then if we turn this way, we have 3 bedrooms that we'll go tour after we do the living room. All right, so we're coming out of the hallway into the living room. Here we have our entertainment console. We have a big TV. This is where the Bose Wave radio is. I want to point out we found some really fun books. This is a Missouri Ponds, Missouri Waterways, trees, hiking trails. Those are kind of fun. We do have a couple of sets of stamps. So these are when they did like all 50 states. Those are kind of fun. We did have a coin book with Lincoln Head pennies. We do have a couple of knives. And like I said, these haven't even been opened or used. They might make great gifts. The sofa is for sale and it has a recliner on both ends. Again, the wall art is all for sale. I'm going to turn around here. So this is where our checkout table is located. This is where you'll come to pay and check out, or if you have questions, people will be here to assist. And then these are all of our shopping baskets. If you've been to our sale, you know how that works. This is a safe place for you to come set your items while you're still shopping. And then whenever you're ready, we will get you all checked out. I do want to point out, I do have a few things here. We found a bunch of old blue ball canning jars. Those are all available. And I do have a couple of items tucked right here. This is a beautiful side table with a glass top. There's some more floral arrangements and a lamp, and there is some wall art. But I do want to point out that this door will be available for exit. This goes right out to the front. It might be easier from checkout to exit out this door and not have to go back through the rest of the house. So that will be available. Again, checkout. This is all of our shopping baskets. We've got a whole bunch of boxes tucked up under there to hopefully help you get items that you've purchased out to your car. I did have another, see if I can keep it from glaring. This was a really fun piece. It's a painting of the Vernon County Courthouse. So I thought I would point that out. Guys, see if I can get my camera to readjust. This is our electric recliner. Guys, I may have advertised that as a lift chair at one point. It does not electronically lift, but it does electronically recline. So that is in here. And so here's the door we came into to go into the kitchen, and we've kind of looked around all of that. This is a storage ottoman, so the lid lifts off for storage. And then this table, I have lots of plates and platters on this one. Here is where the basket full of metal cookie cutters is. We have a bunch more random kitchen utensils located over here. More coffee pots. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of coffee pots. If you've broke one, I probably have a replacement for you. I did have several cute turkey and Thanksgiving and fall related platters. If you're looking for plates and platters for Thanksgiving dinner, we've got some pretty ones. And then here is where our Pampered Chef pie plates are. We ended up uncovering 3 of them. So those will be located in here. And then my tripod is not for sale. Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea. Again, this is our checkout. This will be another way out of the house once you've purchased items. And then this is the kitchen that we've been through. And we went to the laundry room on the back there. So now we're going to go back down the hallway and check out these 3 bedrooms. And this closet doesn't have anything for sale. We're storing some of our extra tools and stuff like that. All right, we're going to go into this first south bedroom. This is kind of our holiday room. This is where we put a lot of our holiday decor and things that we uncovered. We have lots of wreaths. They're on the tables, they're on the walls. So those will all be available. We did find a little pumpkin costume. Let's just go ahead and start over here. I did also find a broom if you're needing one for a Halloween costume. Here's a big wreath. And look at this. This was so cute. It's like a plush sewn, but it's a ribbon that says Happy Thanksgiving. That was kind of cute. So we put a lot of our fall, our autumn, our Thanksgiving themed holiday decor and pieces right in here. And then it kind of leads into Christmas. We had boxes full of garlands there. The light's a little iffy. I did have a couple boxes of Christmas lights under here, and then a wreath box, like a stow and go. And then under here we did have a couple of Christmas trees. Thought I would point those out. So we found ornaments. We just kind of made some grab bags. So like this one has a lot of snowmen in it. This one had some wooden ones. So they'll just kind of be available. This one was cute. It had a whole bunch of teacher related things. There's chalkboards and school desk, and that was all teacher themed. The nativity is inside the box. We've got snowmen and Santas. Did have a little mini tree. And then we have a ceramic tree as well. It does have the light base, and then all the little light bulbs for the tree are in a bag underneath there. So it's all there, all intact, and that's hanging out in here. I did have some more greenery up here. Now this closet was kind of overflow. We ended up having quite a few coats and things like that as the weather's starting to turn on us in the mornings. If you're in the market for a coat, I do have a few in this closet, so you may want to give that a look through. And then we have some more holiday decor. This was the snowman we found out in the shed. He's just really cute. There's another little tree. Here's a wall hanging. And then I'm going to go all the way down under this table. More than likely, these will be sold by the box unless you just really just only want an item out of it. This one just had a bunch of loose small garlands and things. This was like a whole table arrangement. And then this box I'll probably sell as a kit is full of ribbons and miscellaneous pieces and the frames to make some wreaths for different seasons. So we'll probably just sell that as a kit if someone is interested in making holiday wreaths. Again, this little ceramic does have all the little Christmas lights, the bulbs that go in it. So he's kind of tucked up underneath there. They're just kind of stored separate for safekeeping. Another wreath. This one has a lot of snowmen and is a little more winter rather than Christmas. So we kind of put that together. We roll into a little bit of Easter. We have some bunnies and some garland and ornaments for a little miniature tree. We have a little bit of Valentine's. We did have a shamrock guy. And then we have a lot of like 4th of July, Independence Day decor and pieces. And although he's kind of like an Americana Santa, so he's kind of a little bit of both. And then we did have this birdhouse we found out in the shed. And we have some, you could use them. It looks like they have graduation caps on them. So it's kind of cute, kind of festive. We wanted to point those out. Have some apples and some pine cones. So like I said, this is just kind of holiday, seasonal, things of that nature. And now we're going to turn back around and we're going to go through this walk-through bathroom. This is where the quilted shower curtain is located. We did go ahead and take it off and just draped it over. That way, if you do purchase it, it's ready to just kind of take off and fold up. Let me back up here. So really pretty. And it is, like I said, it's ready to be folded up. We just left it so you could see the patterns on it and things like that, but you don't have to stand here and unhook it. So again, the bathroom, guys, is not for public use. We've kind of got that roped off. We do have a couple of things in here. I had a hand-carved bread bowl, soap. I think there is a couple of wall decor pieces that could be for sale here. We did find some hand towels and a bath towel that go with the shower curtain. So, and then we'll walk through to this bedroom. We did have a bunch of wrapping paper for holidays and birthdays and seasons. We do have a Dyson vacuum in here. It works on one setting, but doesn't want to work on another setting. So it is available for purchase. We do know that it's being a little temperamental, but it's plugged in and charging. So this is where our old antique metal bed is. It's kind of fun. You don't get to see those very often. And we've got it full of throw pillows. All of these will be available for purchase. There's some pretty ones in there. Again, we have more wall art that'll be available. And a little bit of office type stuff. We have a paper shredder. We have some binders. I think some of these are photo albums. So if you're looking for a way to store your photos, we do have a couple of lamps. This one is for sale as well. We have some power strips. We did uncover an oil lamp that'll be for sale. We had some really pretty vases spread out throughout the house too. Some unique and ornate. Do have lots of CDs. tucked those in a box in here. Again, as far as office supplies, we have some notebooks and binders. We have some organizers and things like that. This one I wanted to point out is full of blank cards. So there's, you know, get well, birthday, Christmas, like all the different things. So if you're someone who sends cards, that one was kind of a neat find. I do have a printer. And then this was on the twin bed. We went ahead and pulled it off. So it is a quilt, kind of like a double wedding ring, and it does have a couple of pillows that matched it. So those are hanging out in here in this table. So I'm going to turn around here. So this door will take us back out to the hallway. And then this is where we came through from the other bedroom into the Jack and Jill bathroom. Here is where our old wooden desk is, and the office chair. So it's a really pretty piece, and we have a few books on top of it. All of these will be for sale. And there is another little TV here that is for sale as well. But let's go back out into the hallway. This big mirror is for sale. We just left it hanging on the wall. And then this vacuum is for sale as well too, the Eureka. And it works great. We've been using it, so we'll make sure it's dumped out before you buy it. Had a few more holiday pieces hanging in here. This closet is emptied out though. We've already got everything out of it, so. But I did have a few things hanging there, and we're gonna go into our last bedroom. Have another wreath hanging on the door. I do have a really nice suitcase in here. And then I'm going to actually turn around. All right, and address it this way. So we have a box of hats in here, all different kinds and styles. And underneath here in this bedroom, we put a lot of shoes and boots and things like that all around the edges. There's both men's and women's. So those are tucked up underneath there. Here we do have some sewing notions. Here was a bag full of embroidery flosses. This was kind of a fun thing we uncovered. So it's like a big beanbag chair that you feel with your kids' stuffed animals. So that was kind of fun. If you have an abundance of plushies, that might be something you need. Do have some wall art. Boy, I'm shadowing bad. Let me see if I get to the other side. There we go. This was a really pretty piece, had like dried flowers in it. This room is where we have a lot of our like Southwest Navajo decor pieces. We do have some dumbbells, some wall hangings. There's some decor pieces in here as well. It's another one of our Western themes. Here is where the bingo cage is located. We did also find a micro chi hair straightener. Several flower vases. Again, more crocks. There were lots of really pretty crocks and pottery hanging out in this house. We have a couple of books and arrangements. Here was a really heavy duty clothes hanger that goes in the back of your car and hangs from your hooks. So that one was really heavy duty. Again, more boots and shoes. Again, the tapestry, all of that is for sale as well. Oh, I don't have this lamp turned on. Let's see if I can get it to turn on. This is a really pretty piece. And the driftwood side table, that'll all be for sale. Do have a little shelf with a few books tucked away in here as well too. And then this gets us into our linen corner. So we've kind of tried to put blankets together, sheets together. There's a stack of towels. There's smaller hand towels. There's some rugs and just things like that. We do have several pretty Afghans. you'll have to kind of look. You know, we usually just kind of generic price a lot of these. Some of these blankets will have price tags on them if they're, you know, of a higher value. So just kind of look through that. Again, we tried not to put a whole lot on the floor. I do have a couple of waste baskets for sale. We did have a few like back braces, knee braces, things like that. Okay. Did find an old quilt. Got some heating pads. And then here we just had some miscellaneous handbags or storage bags for luggage and makeup and things like that. And I did want to point out that we found, and I've got it sitting under here, like a whole bumper pad set up for a crib or a little bed. So it's got all the bumpers and the headboard, so that set will be available. And then we'll kind of go into here. Again, there's a bathroom in here. We do not have public restrooms. This bench is for sale. It's really pretty. And then here we just have a lot of, there is some cleaners and then there's some cosmetics and things like that. If a person was interested, this is where those will be located. And then last but not least, we do have a small little closet. It's kind of tight enough I can't even really show you really well, but we do have some women's clothing. We have some more shoes in here. We have some scarves and things like that. And then we do have some men's clothing in here. So all of that will be available for purchase. If you're interested, it might be worth digging in there. There was some really nice pieces. There's more coats and things like that. So, and then we'll come back out here. So this is a bedroom, and this is where the saddle and the stitching horse are located. All right, guys, that concludes the tour for our upcoming Ganaway estate sale, October 25th and 26th, out here on East James Road, which is the Compton Junction exit on I-49, exit 107. So if you're coming north from Nevada, it's about 5 miles north of town. If you're coming from the city, you'll head south on I-49 and we're exit 107. I will have a few signs. The highway doesn't let us put a whole bunch of signs out on the highway, but we will have some signs at the top of the exit, so you'll know you found the right place. And we can't wait to see you.